No, I'm just gonna go. So, you're right then, mate.
You on it?
Huh?
You're on it.
Yeah, we're on.
Ah, great. You're going to edit yourself?
No, I just go roll from now.
Just
Yeah,
like
man, just Joe Rogan.
just like the first video of the Wu-Tang. did you ever see the show of? Do you have HBO?
What?
Because you've got the series Wu-Tang American Saga.
Oh no, I haven't seen it. No.
It's very great. Yeah. First, I was a little bit annoyed about the character that plays RZA.
Right.
Just because he was speaking like a robot, and I can't remember that RZA speaks like a robot. I'm saying.
All right.
So that's a little bit strange, but Old Dirty and Ghostface and Raekwon the Chef are so good casted.
So has hip hop been a massive part of your life then? Would you say?
Definitely.
Before you got into jungle.
The silly thing about my history in hip hop is I never listened properly to the lyrics. So
No.
For me it was just beats. So I was very into Cypress Hill, DJ Muggs, that kind of Buddha beats, you know?
Yeah.
And Wu-Tang, it's my biggest love, but before Wu-Tang it was Public Enemy.
Yeah, that probably.
Hijack, I like Hijack.
Oh, right.
Just pure about beats.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
listening
Hijack
to-
from the UK.
Yeah, from the UK,
Go on, Hijack. Yeah, shout out Hijack, yeah.
Hijack, definitely.
And Son of Noise as well. Blade.
Yeah.
These are really, really early UK hip hop guys. And and Silver Bullet, who obviously MC Comrade was a member of, you know.
Yeah, crazy.
So and Derek B as well. So,
It was all before the jungle and the wave thing.
Same, yeah.
But hip hop was that plays a little bit of my background.
So that would have been. So how old would you have been when you first sort of discovered jungle? Then when was like? the
Ooh, well, that was first. You got a popular. I called it breakbeat kind of stuff. Was Mr. Lee. Do you know the tune Mr. Lee? Get busy, get busy.
No.
That was the thing break in.
Right.
And it was the first time I discovered breakbeats in general.
Yeah.
So I didn't know about jungle. I think I was 13 years old. It was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So that was the first hook on beats. And before that, it was James Brown, Funky Drummer, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I was always hooked on beats. Jungle, I discovered jungle.
And were you hearing that through like your family or?
No,
radio?
just cassette tapes.
Right, got it.
Yeah, they spread it around. I'm born in Rotterdam. I lived at Spijkenisse, and there were mixtapes going on from DJs, local DJs. And some they play a lot of bubbling music.
Yeah.
In the time was bubbling very hype. DJ Moortje, DJ Deep Cover, Undercover, all those kind of DJs.
Yeah.
And
These are from Spijkenisse.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
And Hoogvliet and Rotterdam in general.
Right.
But the first time I discovered jungle was in a City Live on MTV.
Yeah.
MTV had also a lot of commercial breaks with jungle influence inside, you know. So I was like, what the hell, man? This. So a friend of mine said, yeah, there's a jungle party at Rotterdam, so let's go to there. No, yeah. First I was like, I don't know, man. It's mixed people, and I had the experience that if I was at a hip hop event or a bubbling event, I get a lot of arguments with black people because in their opinion I was too white because I can't speak their language, and it was also like, yo, Kurds, man, where you from? So I'm half Suriname. Oh, you know what I mean? That's out there.
Right.
So and I was like, I don't understand one word what you say, and then I know you are a little bit of a tata. Anyway,
is that like a sellout kind of thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was not. I was annoyed at that kind of party, so that's not for me. But also the same with hardcore events. There was too many white people that comes to me. Yeah, you want to be white too? Why? Because of racist kind of things. So that's also not my thing. And it was on a very young age. So I was 15, 16 years old, and I went to the first jungle party.
Yeah.
and I never forget it, man. Nubian was playing "Is a Warning" by Ronnie Size.
Yeah.
I love that tune so much. And I was at the Nighttown. You got Nighttown in Rotterdam, and you got the basement. The basement was a place underneath.
I've been hearing a lot about this place lately. It's
It was organized by Juliana Productions, and the rest of the DJs were it was Dress, Nubian, Harsh, and DJ Massive.
Right.
A couple of old guys now. So I went to the jungle party, and I get a lolly at the entrance, a lolly,
Yeah.
and a button where that stands on Insane Junglist. And I heard that music, and I was inside, and it was like bang, hooked. Yeah, since then.
Was it?
Yeah. I was all night dancing and stuff, and met so many lovely people. And I was back to school, and I said to all my hip hop friends, "Let's go to a jungle party, man.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna like it." I said, "Yeah, it's beats kind of stuff, Brady. Yeah, Brady, man, aiming breaks." And so those guys are with me to a jungle party as well. The next after the first one and the third one, and it was the first time that I see hip hop guys dance on beats. You know what I mean? So that was for me.
Those guys that was
my eyes get over like, whoa, wicked, man. When hip hop guys that I know were only standing in the corner and acting like, yeah, man, come on.
They're all too cool for. They were like too cool for school. They didn't want to.
Yeah.
Not normally, but they got involved with jungle. They preferred the vibe and energy of it.
Yes, that's the whole thing. The MCing, it was like, yeah. So after that, I just going to buy.
Right, right. I was going to say that would be the next step.
I was collecting jungle, so I going for the first time to Triple Vision.
Okay.
And Dress had also a story about that I was coming in with 2 headphones. I don't know why I had 2 headphones on it, but whatever. That is what he remembered in the time that I was coming to the store. And I just collecting a lot of jungle music.
Did you have 2 headphones on? Did you have 2 headphones on?
I can't remember. It was, yeah. I can't remember. I'm so asking myself why
does it? It sounds like something you would do. The Curtis I know. There'll be some logic to it as well.
Yeah, maybe the other one was just broken and I bought a new one. Maybe that was the
situation. You just like the way this one.
I think you look cool with the headphones on. You know.
Was actually? Oh no, wait! I'll wear 2. Yeah. Wait, everyone goes on wearing 1. I'm gonna wear 2. Yeah. No. Anyway, you didn't do that. Well, we don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe yeah. Anyway, this is what I started buying, collecting jungle music records, and I had my first second-hand turntables, belt drive, mixing like shit.
Yeah,
and I blew up a lot of how do you call that equipment that you put your mixer on?
Oh, the amplifier.
Yeah, the amplifier. And I blew up, I believe, 4 or 5 amplifiers in my life because I was playing everything in red.
Yeah.
I thought that is cool, man. Also, all bass open, all mid, all high, everything.
Everything at the top. Yeah.
It was pure focus on, I want to keep it tight, man. I want to play jungle and fade switch and all that stuff. So in that time, I was also watching a lot of drum and bass.co.uk, drum and bass arena. They got that got clips.
Yeah.
So I saw you play there a couple of times.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It was
before that I knew you, but I knew what the perspective was. But I was also watching clips from NDC from how does he do that? Double drops and stuff. It's all about counting.
Yeah.
It's very easy. Double dropping is very easy.
Really easy now with digital, but like back then with vinyl,
it's a lot harder. Yeah, and that was the art.
Yeah, it was.
To double drop. So
shout out Mampy Swift actually.
Yes, Mampy Swift as well.
Because he was the first.
Yeah,
I might cause controversy by saying this. I don't want to, but I feel as though that whole double dropping thing, it became Andy C's, but I feel as though in my heart it was Mampy that was. I'm sure there's DJs
I called him
in
that time. I called him the Carl Cox of drum and bass.
He was immense.
Yes.
People don't know. Like it was literally him and Andy C were like Ryan. I don't know what happened. I mean, only Mampy will be able to tell you something changed, and then Andy just went off.
Yeah, but the same with Diesel Boy and Friction.
Okay, yeah.
There's also DJs that I like. I like DJs that work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know
work,
what you mean.
But you've got different opinions about it. But
no, I've got a lot of respect for Diesel Boy, and likewise for Friction. I mean, he's he's a British legend, and he's obviously created his own
well,
brand and everything. Yeah,
now the whole thing with NDC, AMC, and Friction is the tune selection is not my cup of tea.
You know what? I'm gonna give AMC his due. I've got to give him his flowers.
Yeah,
he's impressed me. Like,
yes.
I'm not a big thing about that whole 3-deck thing. I think just you can't play stuff on. You can't play stuff on 2 decks. Then what the fuck? Yeah. However, AMC is one of the only DJs that kind of turned me around on that. He's the first DJ that I heard do the 4-deck thing. I was like, actually, that's pretty fucking amazing. Like, do you know what I mean? When he did a hospital mix.
Yes. Digging deep.
Digging deep, yes, hospital mix. Deep, and I was like, he made me like tunes I didn't like. Yeah. You know. Yeah. He really put things together really, really well. It's very, very tight DJ. So yeah, sorry. Anyway, I didn't want to distract you. Sorry, go on, mate.
Oh no, you're not. You're not doing it all. You were telling a great story.
But so.
By the way, my name is Silvahfonk. You're listening.
I mean, well, I would have worked it out.
For all the people that they don't know me, you have this.
So that's a good point. So I see the IG one. So what people probably don't know. So we got sort of basically to you started as DJ, but I want to get to where you first started as DJ in a minute, right?
Yes.
But the story I wanted to say is I first met this guy at an event, and he's got the tattoo on his arm.
Itchy One.
Called Itchy One. And like for a lot of like people like myself and Equinox, Fracture, Neptune, Mac and John, all of us, we used to come over for this event.
Madcap and Wilson.
Madcap, of course. Fucking, what's his name?
Paradox.
Paradox and Nucleus, Instrumental.
Digital Spirit.
Digital Spirit come over as well, didn't they?
Yes, it was the last edition.
Was that the last one?
Yeah, at Torren. Yeah, I can't remember the whole night.
I can't remember. Rest in peace, Spirit. But anyway, nevertheless, IG1 was a legendary night. It was sort of like, we had Technicality going on in London, and then there was like, you know, an amazing guy called Rico here, who decided to sort of put together, massive respect to Rico for putting together a really amazing event that allowed many of us, you know, who weren't getting booked, you know, outside of our own events in the UK to come over to Holland. And that's one of the reasons why I've come to Holland so much, is because of IG1. And I got to know, that's why people are like, how come you know so many people in Holland? It's like, because of IG1. So like Infest and you and all the people I know here for years, it's because of IG1. So shout out Rico forever and ever. And actually, Rico, we're gonna get you on camera. I'm gonna get.
Someday it will come.
We got to tell that story.
Issue 1 reunion will be also nice.
No, but we got to tell that story.
A big shout out to DJ Trax and Mickey.
Oh, DJ Trax, of course.
And the whole Jungle Train crew.
Of course, and Jungle Train. Arnie.
Yes, Arnicus, Josh Hill. And Quest 1 MC.
Quest 1 MC. Like, there's so many people.
Heads. Yeah. For me, that was the heads evening.
For me too. Yeah, and so, like, you know, it's been really frustrating because like everyone's sort of spread out now across Holland, and I don't get to see any of them. So I'm really glad to hook up with you today. Yes. So right, back to business. No, cheers, man. I love you, man. Yeah, I love you. So back to business. So you've discovered Jungle now. Yes. You started buying it. You're going to Triple Vision with 2 headphones on, or not.
Yes, maybe it was. And I started learning DJing by Nubian. Nubian, one love, bro. Right. He's one of the he's one of the pilots, the big man in the Netherlands. Yeah. He's an older guy now. Yeah. He's doing a lot of things. So he was sort of your mentor. Yeah, he was a kind of my mentor. He said, you're going to make mixtapes and you bring it to me and I will judge them. Got it. And he was very, very strict. He was, no, that's not good enough. No, that's not good enough. You have to work on this. You have to work on that. So I was practicing. Yeah. And that's how I started DJing. I was 15 years old. Later, I moved to Groningen. Yeah. Now first to Emmen, but it's another story. Mm-hmm. I moved. Otherwise, it's going to be a long story if I tell everything of my whole. It don't matter. I moved to Emmen, and there I was playing at events, but in Emmen that's a kind of a farmer place. Mm. So they told me that one of the club owners told me, you've got two kind of farmers. You've got the hip hop farmers and the hardcore farmers. So what I think was, I want to play the jungle music. You know what? I'm going to play some Wafnek tunes. Do you know DJ Wafnek? He's a hardcore DJ in the Netherlands.
What? No.
No, he's a hardcore DJ in the Netherlands, very big one. Big up to Wafnek.
Okay.
And he was one of those hardcore DJs that put jungle in the hardcore.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? So you got hardcore drum and bass.
Yeah.
This was Prospect is now.
Shout out Prospect.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was experimenting with jungle and hardcore, and I played at hardcore event. And dope. Now after that, I was tired of it. Moving to Groningen. Moved on myself. Got my own place now. I was older and still DJing. And then I met Joshua Uwobi.
Right. Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Uwobi once in a Jungle Train show.
Yeah. Yes.
And we get in touch with each other because I went to a jungle event at Simplon in the time.
Right.
And she was doing shows, so she invites me for a couple of times, and after that, I was also a resident of the Subsonic Nights. There was an event at Groningen, cool drum and bass event, but more with the more popular stuff. Advice.
Right. So what was there that night again?
That was a Subsonic.
Subsonic, right?
Yes,
okay.
yes. It was,
so I didn't quite catch that.
Yeah, it was with Voya and Uwobi.
Yeah.
And organized by Robert.
Right. Oh, Peppercamp.
No.
Oh.
No, that was later.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We're now still in the black-white movies with a lot of spots. Back in the day.
We're still in the OG period. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So how old would you have been then? You would have been like when you were playing for these guys.
When?
When at Subsonic. When?
Yes.
How old would you have been when you played?
Oh, I played there. Also not also, but as the last sets of the night. Every night, and that was also a popular event because it was people like Edwards and stuff were playing there. So there's more the new school stuff. So I was the jungle guy at the end of the night, and every night it was like boom, explosive.
Yeah.
And then there was one person in the crowd that says, "This man must get paid. This man must get paid." That was the first time in my whole life that I getting paid.
Yeah.
The first check before I was playing for free, and that's my first check, and that was my residency. So from there I was growing more and more, and in that time I met Frequency Bertrand.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, Frequency, big love to you, bro.
Another Jungle Train guy, right?
Yeah, in the past, but now he's producing a lot of stuff for Flex Out and special recordings and stuff.
Yeah.
But not for Dispatch anymore, but for Flex Out mostly, or Vision. So, go back to the story. Then in that time I also met Noisia, the boys Noisia, and they gave me their first white labels, and I was testing them, and it was funny guy. I love those guys. And it was also cool. And they after a few years, they take over the event Subsonic to Machtig, and I moved to Hoofddorp. Well. When I moved to Hoofddorp, then that was the time that all the Issue 1 story started.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Wow.
Long time ago.
Then it was funny because I was listening to Jungle Train all the time, and I saw on Jungle Train that First Renaissance and Issue 1 was doing parties, and they stream it. So it was the first time that I get in contact with Issue 1 just in the chat room. Yeah. Because I never been there before. So, wicked, man. Crazy. That was the first time I heard DJ Wills playing, and Nubian play there as well. So I knew that it was great.
They did used to stream the parties, didn't they?
Yeah, they stream all the events. I believe they've got an archive, and I think most of them are not online anymore.
No, I mean I've got one on a hard drive from I think.
You want something to drink?
Yeah, I'll have another one. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going back to the community.
So I take this with you. You can just keep talking. It's fine. Go on. Yeah, it's fine. So no, we're just gonna free ball it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, I don't want to get bored for the viewers. You know what I mean?
It's fine. I can just throw tomatoes at the screen.
This is my first English. My second English interview.
How amazing is his English? This is what's so funny. Like everyone here in Holland thinks their English is terrible, and it's just like, for fuck's sake, like you got no idea. No. But then it's like that sort of humbleness to guys telling me that I don't understand English well enough because they're rapping in English and I can't understand them. So well, you just don't understand English. It's like, no, I do understand English. It's just that their English when rapping is terrible. It's a weird thing here. And I'm going to talk about it probably more in depth at another time. It's probably not fair to just hijack Curtis's everyone hates Chris thing. But the hip hop thing here, it's weird. It's amazing, but it's weird.
The hip hop thing?
Yeah, because of like you get Dutch guys who want to rap in English. Yeah. And I'm like, you sound terrible. Like
Then you love Kraantje Poppy.
I love noise. I love the Noise Boys.
Yeah, right? Noise Boys is also
because
big up Noise Boys.
Big up Noise Boys, and I'm obviously that's my Rotterdamness just shining through. But I love them, right? And I haven't understood a single one of their lyrics. Yeah, I'm just gonna be real, but it doesn't matter because they're speaking in a native tongue, and everything they're saying is from the heart, and I get it. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll hear guys here rap in Dutch guys rap in English. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't understand what you're saying. Like, I just wish I could. I wish I didn't understand what you're saying, and I felt it more. Yeah. Like you're saying words that you think are smart, but the only other people that think what you're saying is good is other Dutch guys who speak bad English as well. So it's like, true. It's a bad model. But anyway. Yeah. Anyway. Back to you. Yes. Cheers.
Okay. The time that I
still IG1.
IG1, yes.
Yeah, that's when it started. That's where we got.
Yeah, there was the time that I moved from Groningen to Het Village, Hoofddorp. Because of the love. There I met the mother of my son. Mm-hmm. We're separated, but that's another story. Mm-hmm. I was listening to the radio shows of IG1, and I thought, you know what, so should I go to? I just went to one of those events, and I was there since then. I was every time because we had jungle, Insane Jungle in Rotterdam, and that was that vibe that you have on Technology Blue Note vibes. You know what I mean? Right. That's the vibes that I love. That you see all the crowd, very mixed. Everyone is kind. Everyone is like-minded, and I get the same feeling at IG1. Yeah. Also because if you come there, you can eat. You could eat mostly of the whole night. The DJs and the crowd was just one. There was no ego, nothing.
There was food there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, food. Yeah, by Zico.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Big up Raymond for that. It's the board of Rico.
Really, you know what I mean? And drink loads, and he's always. I see more clubs need to do that shit. But anyway.
Yeah, just food. But then you see how major it was. You know what I mean? It was like they come for the music, the vibes, the lights. Children of the Light, you know, those guys are very big now. They do expose.
Yeah, the lighting was always great as well. Yeah.
The light and mirrors. They work with a lot of mirrors and stuff. The guy that created this IG1 for IG1, that's why I branded. Anyway, that's a little bit further in the story.
We'll get there.
Well, then in 2005, I believe, to make a little bit more following, there was the Drum and Bass Awards. Okay. We got they organized the Dutch Drum and Bass Awards. It was fun to see because drum and bass was a little bit bigger. And in that time, there were DJs like ADJ was nominated, the Flanagan.
Shout out ADJ. Yeah, big time.
My sister. Also, good story about that.
We all love ADJ.
Anyway,
I'm gonna get her on there as well.
Yeah,
but go on.
And so in 2005, to make a long story short, I become the best DJ, best breakthrough DJ, and IG1 become the best event of the Netherlands. So I was like, damn,
that's amazing.
We sold out 2 times Amsterdam Dance events. That was one of the best IG1s ever, and that's why I marked my IG1. And 3 years later, they called me the ambassador of IG1. That's what I was. I want to present myself as the ambassador of IG1 because it was just the way I want to see it. Yeah. An event, you know. There are a lot of dope events, but that was something special. Yeah. And I had the same feeling in the time that I was young, and I was going to Insane Jungle because the vibe is dark, not a lot lights, and
It was a great time. It's funny you mentioned Quest.
And we organized it for 10 years,
yeah.
I believe. And in that time, everything goes very quick. I met you.
Yes.
I met Madcap. Because of you, I played in London. So I'm very grateful still that. And met Inquinox as well. And having fun.
Yeah, with the technicality with Silvahfonk coming over. You were probably one of our first.
Yeah, man.
I think you were one of.
It was my debut. And, after that was my Mapper's birthday.
But I think you were like one of our first foreign guests.
Yeah.
I think you might have been the first. I'd have to double check. I don't know.
No, Agres. It was together with Agres.
Yeah, but the two of you came together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we had booked anyone from abroad before that.
No, true. Because you only had John playing and Bailey and Bailey sometimes.
Bailey, everyone was from the UK. Yeah, everyone
UK.
was like, I just couldn't wait for them to pull around me, but it was
I was so excited that night.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was crazy.
I think
we talked about MC Black Eye, and he was laughing about it because I say, hey, he's got a black eye? Who's MC Black Eye?
No, it's MC Black Guy. That's what it is. Some people used to think it was that.
Yeah.
And when I have to, just while we were talking, I'm just going to double check because I think on the server, have you got that mix? Have you got that mix?
Which mix? That mix that I made for you.
When you, because I think
I had a technicality mix once.
Because I think it's.
But that was a long time ago. There was the time that do you know there was the time that we speak each other on A Messenger.
Yes.
Yeah, the A Messenger time.
I've been talking about that.
It was before MySpace and that kind of stuff.
Our Instant Messenger was. I just wish there was a way we could have it back because what it did, it meant that the conversations you had were sort of pointed and like efficient. I know that sounds really. I'm sorry, it's probably a bit OCD in my brain. Oh. We didn't talk shit on there because you just had things to talk about or you didn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I loved waking up in the morning and then going to the inbound folder and seeing people who've sent me tunes from wherever overnight.
Yeah.
And you sort of built up a network of trust with the people that you know, the DJs and the other producers and stuff you spoke to because it's almost like you weren't like throwing out your tunes willy-nilly.
My wife is coming home.
Oh, is the missus coming in?
No worries about it. She knows about this other thing, so...
Cool.
Just keep it rolling.
It's all good. Okay, well, this is not the first time this has happened on an Everybody Hates Chris episode that someone sort of...
come
in.
Hello.
You may as well, just quickly, just come and... just so that everyone knows.
Hi.
Here we go.
That's my lovely wife, Sabrina.
There you go, Sabrina.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. You're going to be famous now, Sab.
Yeah. Don't be shy. It's okay.
She smells amazing. Oh, some lovely smell.
A real high stylist.
Yeah, I know. She smells gorgeous.
Yes.
What is that? It's lovely.
Yeah.
No, I can feel the chemistry.
Just do like you normally always do. We just talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Where are we? None of this has been edited out, by the way.
No.
Okay,
and
right,
hopefully I'm not boring.
No, I told you. This has been brilliant. I love this.
It's a long story, you know.
This is like, great.
And when I'm telling it in English for the first time, such long as like this, it's going through like a movie in my head, you know, like whoa,
has to
crazy. Anyway,
played out.
Yes, I was
come to London.
Yes, and I played out,
yeah.
and I was at Issue 1, and Rico asked me, "Do you want to be?" That was before the tattoo. It was a little snippet from the past. He asked me to if I want to be a resident of Issue 1. I said yes, of course,
absolutely,
for free. This is where I live for, you know. That's what I do. This my whole journey must be this. So I was also a little bit. I was disappointed that it is over. I talked a lot, but it costs too much, you know, and we are very, how do you call it, generous?
Rico is.
Yes.
Yeah, he was generous,
the guest list was longer than the amount of people that paid for it.
He didn't make any money.
You know what I mean? And that's the whole sad thing about it. Everyone's like, wow, Issue 1 is the best event.
It was awful because we knew it was like killing him to put on those events.
Yeah, because...
you know what I mean?
All our guest lists we paid the flights and everything, so it costs more than we received, and that's it comes to an end, and it was okay, and it's now a culture, you know.
Yeah, but we got to do a reunion, Rico. We've got to do a reunion.
Yes, that's what I talk about with tracks about it.
Got to do actually one reunion. Now I'm here, man. We've got to do it.
Yeah, it will be great. Rico, man, if you watch this,
Rico,
please,
we're gonna
we have to call each other, man.
Manifest it, so it's going to happen.
Yes, we're gonna manifest.
We're gonna do.
I'm the ambassador, so
you're the ambassador.
Yeah, so I have work to do.
You're part of that manifestation.
Yes, you played at issue 1 before. Yes,
I played like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times.
There was a time when I almost got arrested as well.
Oh, poor guy, man.
Well, no, because I was standing up for Q came over, MCQ, Qdini.
Yeah. Oh, Qdini.
Yeah, and they didn't believe that his passport was, because his name was Quinton Silvera, and they didn't believe the name on it.
Yeah.
And I kicked off. And then basically these 2 massive Dutch security guys, you know that thing when they pick you up and you're doing that shit? With your feet off the ground? Yeah. They literally did that to me, just lifted me up under each arm, just like that, and just like this.
Yes.
They just put me outside the airport. But it's because I was standing up for my friend, man. I was in there trying to fight him and say, what's the, you racist man?
Yeah.
Just picking on him because he's a black man, he's got a, Latino name and you're suspicious, basically. It was though, that's what it was. That's literally what it said. Well, we don't believe this is your name. That's what it said. Crazy. It's like, based on what? Mm-hmm. Well, because this is Latino-y sounding and you don't look Latino. That's literally...
It's crazy. It's a kind of a racist thing.
Well,
that's kind of a little bit,
That's a bit of a Dutch kind of...
Yeah.
I'm not going to start. The accidental racist thing in here is it's either really bad or it's like, just sort of... Okay. It's funny. It's either funny or just like, ugh. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that. It doesn't really get me angry.
Okay, no.
I don't get mad. Yeah. It's just, some people will just say it's just some wild shit to you. Yeah. And then you just sort of, really?
Really? Yeah. There's no better reaction.
No, because, there's no point, what I realise is there's no point reacting badly because then somehow you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck. So anyway. But, anyway.
Yeah, we're back to the story.
Let's go back to the story. We keep slipping into Dutch.
We're changing off.
We keep training off into Dutch societal issues.
Okay.
But
issue 1 is still busy. Mm. We had a lot of events, met the lovely people, and I met a mic mapper.
Well, see, you've been one step ahead of me every time. I was just about to say, let's talk about mic mapper.
Yeah, you don't.
No,
a mic mapper, and he was like, you know what? We have to make amens. That's what he said. He booked me together with El Maria. He's the programmer of Melkweg now. Big up El Maria. One love, mic mapper. So we decided to make tunes together. I said, I'm not a technician, and I left school because I can work with deadlines, blah blah. He said, oh, no worries. I'm going to make the tunes. You've got a lot of ideas. You give me some input, and I'm going to create it for you. Okay, cool. So my first thing was, let's remix Ultravox with Vienna. You know that tune?
Fucking hell, yeah. Of course I do, man.
Grew up with that shit. So we sampled the whole tune. It's so sad that I don't have the original version of it. But yes. But we make an amen version of that tune, and we called it "It Means Nothing." It was the first
nothing
thing to me. Yes, but it was not the singer that sings it, but myself. I sampled my own voice. That was the first thing that we do. So, it means nothing. That's what I said, whispering in amens, and then the melody and the sounds of Ultravox Vienna. So that was the first track that we made with a lot of fun. And so we did it more often, and I know he has releases on Vampire and Grunge, and he had LP from the Eindhoven crew. He knows DJ Nympho and DJ Pen. You know the whole Red Zone crew. Big up Red Zone.
Shout out Nympho as well.
Shout out Nympho as well. Absolutely.
Man. Yeah, there's some amazing producers in this country, man. It's crazy.
Absolutely. I call him the man with the steel face, because he's got no emotion in his face, and if he got an emotion, it's like a doll head, a very sneaky smile. So,
Right.
So that's a fun thing. That's also anyway.
So tell me about this relationship with Mind Mapper. It's been like you made 30 odd releases.
Yes. We started making tunes. The first release was on Breakfast Audio. That was the label of the same name, the event from Frequency in that time.
Right.
There's also an event in Groningen, breakfast, also great times.
Is that still going?
No, it's also ended. Yes.
Oh, is it breaks for what's the other one?
Breakfast. Now you've got
Beats for breakfast. Or who is it? Who's got that in Den Haag?
No, this is Hartslag.
Hartslag, yeah.
Yeah.
See, look, I'm getting me. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
Hartslag, which means heartbeat.
Heartbeat. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
See?
So we make a couple of tunes together, and we work. Our work zone is so funny. I eat a lot of candies like wine gums and stuff, and he's eating a lot of nuts, and we're drinking whiskey, and we talk about a lot of stuff, and we smoke a lot of stuff, joints then.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of stuff. And sometimes we did some extra, But anyway, we're making music, and our workflow is like I come with the ideas or with samples, and he's put something together on Cubase, and that's how we work. And it's very funny to do one because and also a struggle because many times when I sit next to him and I see him work like a robot, he's not moving his head, not moving only his finger on the mouse. It's like a robot, perfect. And sometimes it annoys me a little bit because I want to do that as well. Sometimes let me sit down and I want to show you what I mean. And then you take too much things out. You put too much things in. My edits are too much. We have too much edits. That's my thing. I like edits in tunes.
Yeah.
But we have to make the bass, the basic more. Like we have. How do you call it? Just.
I mean, I know what you mean. Like when you edit, when you got like chopped up tunes.
Yes. Then you
got to have something to chop.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dev is the master. There's a few masters at it, but the simple but effective, subtle changes. I love when Dev Paradox of Alaska, depending on what.
Yeah.
I love the subtle changes that he does in things.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do much because the idea, the initial idea, is always really strong.
Yes. And that's the basic.
Yeah, so that beat, so you have the idea, you have the synth or whatever.
Exactly.
The beat, the break pattern, and then with the bass line, and then, you know what I mean? So that first, is it Undiscovered Journey? What's that one that come out?
Unfinished Story?
No, not Unfinished Story, that's Seba.
Oh, Unfinished Symphonies.
Unfinished Symphonies.
No, I was joking, man.
Is Massive Attack.
Yes, Massive Attack, definitely.
What's the one?
Did you realize?
A Certain Journey. Sorry, go on.
Did you ever see the guy without legs on a skateboard in the video clip?
Why? What?
That's a detail. And that's why Mindmapper likes to work with me. I know details. It's all about details.
What's the detail of that?
Yeah, I just don't want to know.
If I've seen the guy...
A lot of people said, no, I never saw it. And then they see it and they come to me, yeah, I saw it, man. I saw a guy on a skateboard without legs, moving himself behind the singer.
So that's the image that would be invoked in your head when you're making a tune?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for example, yes. And I'm drawing it as well.
Yeah.
I've got a book and I draw things, it comes in my mind and I show mind mapping, it's just like secret language and he understands what I mean.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's one of the best producers I know. But only he's very slow. But it's because he's very critical.
I need to understand, what was that description being used for though? Right, so you said, so that was a feeling.
Yeah, like.
So you wanted a tune to feel. I just want to make sure I've got this clear. To feel like a guy on a skateboard with no legs.
No.
I'm just trying to make sure.
No, man, it's about the detail.
About a detail.
You've got the, let me explain.
So something was going on in the tune. You were sort of working on sort of an element of it.
Yes.
And then my map was like, what do you think about this bit?
Yeah.
And you went...
Yes.
And you went, it's like, I want it to be like a guy with no legs on a skateboard.
Yeah, for example.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
The loading
I just want... That's fine.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
But it's a little weird for other people to understand.
No. But this is what I love about artistic This is what I love about creativity and artistic pursuits. It doesn't have to have a fucking meaning. Do you know what I mean? It's like as long as you and he knew what was meant in that moment. That's it.
Besides that, look, at the age of 25, I diagnosed with ADHD.
It's obvious,
yes,
but but I've seen your DJ Curtis.
People say, but I see it as a gift, but also as a curse. You know?
It's only a gift. It's a superpower.
Sometimes not. Sometimes I feel very, very embarrassing, or
no, but that's because of other people's reactions to your superpower. So, like, think about if you're like the Watchmen.
Yeah.
Do you know Watchmen, right?
Yeah.
And Dr. Manhattan.
Yes.
Geezer was so powerful he could just walk around no pants on, don't give a shit, yeah? Because it was about other people's shit. You can see my junk, I don't care. I can travel reality and go to other ends of the universe in a split second.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
No.
And that's how we have to be as creatives. It's like, if we have, you know, if we're on spectrums or whatever people want to define them as, I just think that in different times, these things would have been valued and wouldn't have necessarily have been sort of marginalised or like pigeonholed, you know? So like my son, you know, he's been diagnosed with it, you know what I mean? It's like diagnosis sounds like something's wrong with him. This
seems how people like sounded, you know?
Yeah,
like it's a disease.
Exactly. And I just
a mental illness or something. Yeah, but sometimes it feels like an illness.
I hope not. But again, this is why...
Let me explain. Look,
please.
I call it a curse because I want to understand those technical stuff about producing, you know what I mean?
But maybe you're not supposed to.
Because if I knew that, like I do a lot of things with DJing, I had more tunes and I was further than I was now.
But that's what I'm saying. But maybe what you consider the inability to make tunes is why you're so incredibly creative when DJing.
Yeah.
Because you are literally one of the most creative DJs I've ever seen. If you've ever seen Curtis DJ, he's immense when he plays other people's music. And he literally makes remixes of people's tunes with the tunes. Yeah. So it's almost like the creative source that maybe you were supposed to use to produce, you've just been able to you're you're Iceman rather than Firestar.
Yeah.
Yeah, well... Sorry to use Marvel references.
If I'm in the studio with my mapper, he's setting up a tune.
Yeah.
But when he's busy with just the intro, or normally he's just beginning with the drop. Yeah. And I'm asking myself, why are you starting with the drop? Yeah, first the drop. If the drop is okay, then we can work on the intro and the breakdown. But in that time that he was telling me that, my tune is already clear, ready to send. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's very frustrating sometimes because I have to wait a lot. I have to listen for hours to one loop, one bleep, and then my mapper says, "Yo, can you please search for sound?" Says, "Okay, I'm searching for sound."
But the thing is, I know how frustrating it might seem.
Yeah.
But one of the things you might need to remember is it's not like that doesn't happen for people that can make tunes. Mm-hmm. So I still have whole tunes in my head and I can make tunes. So what you need to learn to look like, not you necessarily, what one might need to acquire the skill of is to set acceptance and patience.
Yes.
Because maybe that's that sort of like race to the finish that you feel like you need to have when you sit down to create is what's maybe stopped you from creating that in that way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, and maybe working with someone different, I don't know, because we might work on some tunes together, I hope.
Yes, I hope so too. Yeah. We have to do that. We're going to make dates,
regular
base.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I think...
So you know people.
Yeah, it's going to be happening. But maybe that might be, you know... Yeah, because I'll be more hands-on with wanting you to sort of know what's actually going on. Maybe my mapper wasn't that. I'm not.
Yes, no. My mapper did an excellent job. Only
showing you.
Only his opinions are sometimes a little bit too different for my opinion.
Yeah,
sure. Sometimes if he make a tune, it sounds boring to me.
Yeah.
And then it's funny. It's funny to see when he's making tunes, I'm going wild. If I hear something, great man, go on. And when the time he's going wild, he's just doing like this. Yeah. And I say to him, and I stare at him with a still face, and I said, I think it's shit.
Well,
I'm bugging him a little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
And that makes the most beautiful tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my danger is not smoking too much and making tunes. That's why I end up sitting there listening to a loop for half an hour. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It is very difficult to finish tunes. And a mind map is also a type of guy that works till very deep in the night. Till till 6 o'clock in the morning. And a funny story about it. We finished a tune for Loxy. I think we did a tune for Loxy's label CX.
Oh, okay.
But before that, we realized that it's going to be signed was the tune calls Oxygen.
Right.
And at 6 o'clock in the morning, we sent that tune to Loxy, and he responded immediately. The first thing I thought, 6 o'clock in the morning? Damn, Loxy, are you awake that long? Or you just home from party or whatever?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
It was back in the day. And the first thing he said, oh, this monster music. And that was great. That's good things about it. Now we're not producing much anymore because, since COVID everything is changed. Yeah. Well, it's changed since I become a dad. Yeah. Yeah, and I broke up with his mother, and everything changed. And the only play Issue 1 stopped. Pitch Control was event from Robert Invest. Invest and Leonox and Gila and Flow Trigger. Those guys. Everything stopped. So I fall in a black hole. Yeah. So
with your mental health or
both. Yeah. Because I get very frustrated that I don't have bookings anymore. Yeah. Unless if I came for free. Yeah. You know. Yeah. And I'm very difficult with negotiating with promoters about money, because the first thing I want is give people a good time, you know. Yeah. And the only demand I have is a great equipment. Yeah. So the DJ booth must be perfect for me. Yeah. I need stereo headphones, monitors, and 3 decks. Yeah. Standard. Yeah. Because then I can play much better. Yeah. It's like if you have a band and you give those people one equipment. They can play well, you know what I mean?
Like a wonky amp and that.
Yeah. So that's one of my only demands. But anyway.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, do you think that has that caused you problems in the past, or because I mean, obviously from vinyl to digital. You know?
Do you know what it is? Back in the day, I was playing vinyl. I was like searching tunes. I was more freestyling than I do now. And playing vinyl is cool, but I'm very, very hysterical behind the decks. I'm jumping around, screaming people. I throw away shirts. I made more spits in the past. That's also one of the reasons I become the popular and the best DJ. But also in that time, oh my gosh, can you follow me? Can you follow me, people? That's also what I ask frequency if I talk too much, off topic, on topic, off topic. Yeah. Then I ask, can you follow me?
Yeah, I can follow you.
Okay, cool.
I'm following you, absolutely. I wasn't losing interest. I just really trying to get my drink. Go on, because you do have a very, very expansive, expressive style when you DJ.
Yeah, you DJ. So the needle skips was awful. I hated that.
Because you're dancing about too much.
Yeah, too much. So I was, but in that time I was also at the television show Pimp My Room. Yeah,
Pimp Your Room.
Yeah, Pimp My Ride by Exhibit on MTV. Right. They rebuild your car into something or whatever. You also have Pimp My Room. Oh, I was one of the players. How do you call it? Consistence for players.
Contestants?
Yeah, contestants. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Between three other DJs. And you can your house completely rebuilt to one disco event. With turntables, beamer, bottles of liquor on your wall, complete makeover. Okay. That's what you win if you. It was a very funny program because I had to guess tunes. So when you put up a tune, I heard in 2 seconds that it was, for example, Snapshot by Ronnie Size. Dun, dun. The presenter they put on a record and I was, you know me?
Yeah, it was like guess that tune.
Yeah, guess that tune.
There was a really quick time.
And I had to invite people to a party. But there was no party, but they want to know if people will come to me if I invite them. Well, only 4 people. Well, anyway, but I did know in the time in the television program there were 2 other DJs, or minimal house DJ and the other kind of house DJ, just normal popular music. And I was the one that plays jungle. Yeah. So that was a big thing for me that oh my gosh, I'm coming on MTV as Dutch DJ playing jungle music. That's so amazing. I played BCB Rewind I was giving a little show in my house and give rewinds and talk about yes, my passion, and I pay a lot of money for records, blah blah. And there was also the bass bin tee, not the tee, the hoodie. Yeah. So I was making commercial for those labels. Right. Also cool. And I had dreads.
He didn't wear any Perspective merchandise, but anyway.
No, but I don't have a shirt. Well, they will come.
You can tell I'm not bitter about that at all. It's fine.
But I made a music.
Shout out Ryan, I love you. You know I love you. Bass bin.
Anyway, but I won that competition. They rebuilt my old crack house, so I called it in Groningen because it was a crack house in the ghetto. Yeah, seriously, with hip hop guys that playing poker on the streets with gambling and stuff. Yeah, that kind of ghetto. And for Dutch opinions. You know what I mean?
Sounds like Lucian.
So I was very glad that they rebuilt my own home. They take off my floor. Yeah, I won. I won. Yeah, there was the whole thing. And a week after that, I played at Belgium together with Frequency. And so there's also, I think that's also one of the main reasons that I won that drum and bass competition, because I was on national TV. Right. And 2 years later, people recognize me and they know if you book Silvahfonk, you get a proper party. Right. You know, so I love to perform and yell to people. No, I'm not doing that not much anymore. Yeah, well, lost time. Yeah, you know.
you were saying before we started filming that people have accused you of like acting or
absolutely. That's what I sometimes hear, or overreacting. But
over the top.
There's also then if I think about it, especially in the past, I felt for a very long time insecure about it. People don't like me, or I'm a little bit weird, and sometimes I can't make conversations. And in the time, my English was rubbish. So if I talked to Kloot, it was only what I said. It was one hell of a party, man. One hell of a party, and it was looking at me like, okay, so maybe I said it wrong. And then, you know what I mean?
You said that Kloot gave you a. Yeah, he gave you a bit. Yeah, he's kind of a chill guy.
Yeah, but later I spoke.
You spoke more with him.
After some years, he knows it. But some artists that I spoke to, they think I'm very weird, and I don't. I can't blame them, because if I see myself playing afterwards, sometimes I think, oh my gosh, Curtis, why you acting like a madman? Because but it's the moment. Yeah. If the crowd gives me energy, I give it for 5,000 times back. And that's for me, my opinion, the way of DJing is no acting, no nothing. But that's also one of the main reasons I plan my sets. Everyone have an opinion about planning sets. One of the main reasons I plan my sets is, especially now I use record box. And thank you, my mapper, that you have learned me to mix in key, how you mix in key, because that was complete new for me. So that means that my combinations in the past were very clashing sometimes. Sometimes, yeah. But I was vibing and cool. Yeah. But now one of those things, and I'm very happy about it, is that I plan my sets. So I can give the people that are in front of me more energy and more attention, instead that I'm scrolling all the time, searching for tunes. Okay. I think it's a waste of time, in my opinion. You know what I mean? That's fine. But to come back to the competition, I want on the television show, Paint My Room. I said on national TV that I never going to play with CDs. Right. Yeah. Well, I'll come back to that. I broke my own religion. because I use now USB instead of. But why? Because I can jump now.
Yeah,
I can go crazy. Now my headphones are the victims. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Now I broke 13 headphones in my last few years.
Right.
Well, not a few years, because this one is new. That one I've got 13 years, the old one. But before that, I stamped on it and throw off, and sometimes I'd only have the hearing part of the headphones just to check out my tunes and stuff. But yeah, that's just all, to make a long story short. Oh my gosh.
Keep going, go. Make a long story short, go.
To make a long story short, one of the main reasons that I plan my sets, and I know everyone have his opinions about reading the crowd, know that you play on the right time, blah blah blah. I know, feel happy about it to do that. I'm not blaming anything. But for me, in my opinion, if I see a lot of DJs playing in my DJ live, and I think it's a waste of time if you search for every tune. Sometimes I hear 10 minutes one tune, and then the next tune is coming. I think, man, come on. The organizer pays you how much? 2,000 pounds, 2,000 euros, and you play like what? No, you know what I mean? And I know you have to give tunes the time, and you have to breathe the tunes. You know what I mean? Give them the time to breathe. But if you are very creative, and this is my opinion, and I'm not accusing anyone or whatever. If you can make a combination of two beautiful tunes and it fits together like it's one, then I see it like art, and that's for me. And if you do that live, and people, I think 90%, especially the last 10, 20 years, I think no one has got a clue what a DJ is doing. So yeah, it's a bit strange that thing. But if you can make a great story with the intro, build up and stuff, then it's for me more like an art form. And people, I want to give people that they pay for. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm not producing. I'm not a producer. I want to be DJ and I want to entertain people. So yeah. To make a long story short. Yeah.
No, I think what you're saying is all valid. I think there's DJs in the past that I've known and worked with that plan their sets from start to finish.
Yeah, but there's a lot of not complaining, but opinions about it that I think I'm not agree.
I haven't really heard that. No. I haven't really heard anyone say, "Oh, it's weird if you play a set." I think it made more sense.
Even Marky says you never. He's also never playing. Yeah,
but it makes more sense back in the day with vinyl.
Yeah, but now,
because now it's so quick to fine tune because they're all there. In my opinion, it's almost like the other way around. I used to plan like maybe the first 7 or 8 tunes.
Yes.
10 tunes. It was vinyl.
Yeah,
you had to make sure
you
know BPMs are correct and whatever.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing as well, I play majority of my own stuff as well now.
Yeah.
So I suppose you play differently, and I get why you play them sets because you play from such a wide
spectrum
of music.
Yeah, I play almost everything, even a tiny bit of jump up kind of stuff, but there's a little rare. That's one of my examples. Crowd reading.
You know what? I reckon every DJ has a jump up tune they like.
Yeah, true.
I reckon even the most militant Equinoxes, Double O's, the most militant, whoever you want to name, militant choppage guys have got that one tune.
Yeah, true.
We don't know what it is.
Yeah,
could be Generation Dub, could be Hazard,
could be King of the Rollers.
King of the Rollers. I've got a few. Hazard, Machete.
Yeah. Well, I'm not playing Machete, but I play Time Tripping.
Time Tripping. There you go. Yeah. I can't help it. I love Machete.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I can't help it. But anyway, yeah. And that was and I liked it back then, like when it came out, when I was still, in perspective, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
I liked it then. And then I think it's sort of, people like Warhead and, I don't know, man. I think this whole thing about hating on the entire genre of jump up. It's just, I think it's counterproductive. Yeah. I think it's really counterproductive. But anyway.
Yeah.
For us,
yes,
as guys that are playing supposedly you know, sort of chopped up and progressive stuff. I think there needs to be.
I like also your minimal stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what it is? I've got favorite DJs.
Yeah,
you're one of them. But also,
yeah,
definitely, yeah. It's not to kiss your butt or something.
No, please don't.
No. But do you know where I get my inspiration from?
Go on.
DJs like Ben Sims.
Okay, yeah,
I like Ben Sims because the way he his mixing and blending. I love blending DJs that blend tunes and make fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And enjoy it.
Yeah.
Ben Sims is one of them. Carl Cox.
Yeah.
He's the grandfather from the whole dance music electro thing. He's for me he's iconic.
He's a legend, man.
He's one of the first one that plays an Amen tune on top of the pops.
Really?
Yeah, and I shared it on my Instagram stories. Yeah, yeah, it's very funny. Yeah.
What context did you do that? What film? What?
No, it's just someone did it. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm trying to think what tune that would have been.
Oh yeah, no. Well, let's. Well,
you can put. We'll find it, and then you can put a link to it on the bottom. So look, you spoke a lot about IG1. Spoke a lot about Mind My Pal.
Yes.
The fact that you don't
freestyle.
You don't freestyle. You plan your sets.
Yes. But it's also it's not an excuse. Don't get me wrong. It's not an excuse. But because of my ADHD, I'm very focused on, because I'm not producing, I make a combination. So I'm busy for sometimes months with a playlist. Until the day that I'm playing, I'm changing it. Every day I'm changing stuff. Sometimes people sending me music.
So
the first thing what I do is not listening to the tune. No, I'm finding a combination if it fits with other tunes that I have.
Right. Okay.
That's my thing, and that's where the magic happens for me. You know, I also can listen one tune at a time. It's not possible for me. I'm too busy in my head. I want to mix immediately. What do you want to say?
Well, no, I just wondered where that comes from, because it's like it sounds like there's like
you want a new one?
You want? I'll go on and I'll have one more. Yeah, go on. You want these? These are lovely.
Oh yeah, cheers.
So I've just been eating all your nuts, and so that sounded well homo. But I've been eating all the nuts on the table. But one of the things it does sound is like it's impatience with music. Like it doesn't seem to happen fast enough for you. It's like, I mean, that's what it sounds like. I mean, would that be true? I mean, I don't know. It's not a criticism.
No.
Because you said there just now, it's like I can't listen to one.
But do you know what it is? I think that I'm almost the only guy in the world that is do so much jungle mixes. I mix it every day, every the whole day. If you ask me to, and other people listen other music. So, for example, if I play a techno, I play once a techno set. It feels like cheating. It's too jungle and drum bass is too much in my veins, in my soul to left it on the side path and do something different.
Right.
I did with jungle techno, but I want to have that speed, you know.
Yeah,
it's too slow.
Yeah.
165 for me is okay, but no slower anymore. You know
so Tay Langzheim, yeah.
Yeah. Slowly.
It's too slow.
It's too slow.
Yeah.
I enjoy mixing it, but I'm losing it. I don't know what to say.
No. I understand, because it's like I can hear how it's like your brain is almost working at 1,000 miles per hour.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And there's also,
I get it. And the world is going too slow. So it's like, what's that animated thing with the squirrel and the bear, and they've discovered that they can eat all the food out of the human homes.
Yeah.
And then the squirrel, who's like super fast, played by Steve Carell, he gets coffee, I think, or he drinks coffee. So then all of a sudden, I think it's coffee, and then like the whole world just goes. Yeah, but he's everything's normal for him.
Yeah, well, this is how my head.
That's what it feels like. Yeah. Over the hedge, over the ledge.
Over the ledge, yes. Yeah, true. I saw that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's like the squirrel, isn't it? What was it he eats, or what is it at the end when he spins it? He slows the whole world down because of something that he's doing.
I don't know anymore.
I can't remember the bit.
I can't remember. No,
we'll have to go back and look it up. It's so funny. But like that sounds like your experience. It's just like the whole world is just sort of like going in slow motion. It's like, come on, fucking, why is nothing?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all right. I mean,
I'm glad I'm using medicines now for it, so otherwise I can't function. That's also in the past I didn't do medicine before I play. Now I'm doing that as well, because if I'm ready with playing, my head is so full of rash. I'm going to the backstage and I get I don't understand anything anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's something annoying.
I mean, it's great though how you've managed to overcome. Well, I don't even want to say overcome, because that sounds like again it's like it's a problem. How you've adjusted to your superpowers and used them to, you know, you haven't used them to destroy the earth. You've used them to entertain people.
Yeah.
So I mean, I commend you on that, man. And that's what I hope for anyone that feels that what they have, you know, if you're on the spectrum and you feel, well, see, I don't like using all these terms.
Yeah.
It's all the terms I keep getting given, and I don't know another way of describing them. But whatever it is that you think is a bit weird about yourself, it's probably it's not you, it's them.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
I follow you, man.
That's the only way I can say it.
Yeah.
I can't, because I just hate all these terms like spectrum, and all this stuff.
Yeah, true.
It's like fuck it. It's like. I've met so many incredible people over the years in the world, and none of them fit anything like any norm.
No.
And why would they? That's why they're incredible. So I don't know. I just like to. I like you know what Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
You know what I mean? Harry Potter.
I don't like Harry Potter movies, but
okay. But there's a concept in Harry Potter where you have magical people, and then you've got people that are not.
Yeah.
Right, and they're called muggles. Yeah? So they're the non-magical people, and that's what I'm saying. Most of the people I've met in my life have been magical people, and I don't tend to necessarily have muggles in my life.
My brother.
That's what I'm saying. So that's all it is, and whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
ADHD, spectrum, this, Asperger's, all these different terms.
Yeah.
It's just all magic to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's cool.
That's not even me trying to be like.
No.
You know? It's just.
It's great.
Well, I think it's as a father, and you see people say things and they diagnose and they say this, and it's like, yeah, but he seems fine to me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't get what you're seeing. Like, he's fine.
Well, my son is just a copy of me.
Right.
But he don't have ADHD, maybe a little bit, but he's 9 years old. But he's got the same character like I have. So he's got a little bit of his mother. A little bit things, but most of all, he's like just like me, very free-minded and exploring and very careful.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and he's an old soul because he's further in his head than most of his age children.
Right. Yeah. It's same age kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's for the future then, man? You're gonna.
Well, since COVID, I'm not releasing anymore, unfortunately. So I'm not producing that much because he's live at Hilversum and the Dutch trains NS is such a pain to use because if I want to Hilversum, I have to travel for 2 hours. You know, it's worth because we're making tunes, but he's so slow that he's still. If I had my Mappers Place, we're talking about making an album, and every time we finish a tune, he said, "Yeah, this is the first tune of the album." And this is the last tune of the album. So we don't have an album. We're just progressing. We have a lot of tunes, but not finished at all. So yeah, sometimes
you sound so frustrated.
Yeah. Then on that point, I wish I can do it myself. And I love that guy definitely, and it's just lovely to work with him.
Yeah.
But I feel honored to work with you as well. But I'm not cheating.
No, it's no cheating.
No.
It's no shortcuts, mate.
Yeah.
Well, there are some shortcuts.
It will be great. It will be great to have in the future, again, new tunes. And I hope I get more booked, but because that's also a little bit lay low. First, I was thinking about quitting, but I can't quit. I can't quit.
Nah.
It's too much in my veins. I like to perform too much.
Artists don't quit, they die.
No, yeah. Yeah.
They don't quit, man.
True. So I never quit.
No.
And
even at 85.
On regular basis, I play. I'm fortunate that Black Sun Empire has trusted me.
Yeah.
For 15 years, I play for Blackout. I'm always the openings openings DJ.
Yeah.
I do the warm-up sets, and it's absolutely amazing to do that for them because I'm the only DJ. It's not to accuse
Give him
someone.
a headline set, BSC.
No, I
man.
don't have to.
No, I'm saying it. Shut up. Give him a headline set. Give him a headline set.
You know
now.
what the beauty?
15 years. Come on, man. Come on, boys. Put him on after you or something. Give him a headline set. Come on. No, I'm saying it. I'm gonna email him.
But you know, not much people know that the warm up is the most important time of the night. You put the sound that night. You know.
But hold on. To be fair, wait a second. In most instances, playing warm up is not the best situation because the nights aren't that busy. Blackout is sold out in 10 minutes. So
10 minutes.
What happens is they open the doors and then the club's just full. Yeah, it's just
that's what happens.
I mean, that is pretty much. I've seen it happen. It's just like the door opens, the club's full.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
to be fair, to be a warm up DJ, it's a bit. I'm being unfair because he's been basically playing to massive crowds this whole time.
2,000 people.
Yeah, it's not.
And the best thing is I open with a lot of tribal kind of stuff.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Also big up to Homemade Weapons for them tunes. He's such a great
Homemade Weapons.
Homemade Weapons, yeah. Dre, big up, man. Rapper. He's very complicated with beats, but
he makes
he's got
some. I've heard. You know what?
But also Loxy is also a big inspiration.
Oh, he's a legend, absolute legend.
Loxy, big up Loxy. Because of him, I've got that recognition internationally.
We need to mention. We always have to mention Ink. Always.
Ink, yes, absolutely.
I think people don't do that enough.
No.
And I think.
No, you have to help each other more.
Yeah.
Everyone is doing his own thing in his own world, in his own bubble.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes a little bit sad, you know.
Yeah.
It's all about networking. I'm not very good at networking because I've got the feeling that people think I'm strange.
Yeah, I know. You just need to
or
forget about
oh
that.
my gosh, the silver again. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not like you've got. It's not like you're like me because I make people cry all the time.
That's why we level up so great. Let me explain. I was invited by created at the radio.
Yeah.
Afterwards, it was very embarrassing because I was not using my medicine. I was from work. I was very washed in my head, and I was there as guest. And he also interviewed me in English. And I thought my English was so bad because I can't find the right words on the right time. I thought kind of things that I think, I have to told it in the other way. And since then, they never asked me again. So that's why I think it's a curse to have ADHD and you are in a rush and you can't express yourself at that time. I was a little bit excited for this interview as well. Chatting as well, because it's just very easy.
I know, but sometimes we focus so much on when things go wrong, we forget when.
Yeah.
You know, me and all the people you know, none of us have thought you were weird, and we've been friends for how long?
Yes.
So who gives a shit?
And now we're going to see much more. Man.
Exactly.
I don't have to take a plane anymore. That's
exactly.
Great. Yeah.
I'm 20 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
So just for those that give context, I live in Rotterdam.
Yes.
So I was playing, which is sort of like East. See, do you like my accent? I'm getting there, innit? Rotterdam, because they don't say Rotterdam. No, but they got the roll in Rotterdam, isn't it? Rotterdam. It's like Rotterdam. Yeah, it's like you got to say it. It's weird.
Amsterdam is easier to say.
Amsterdam,
Rotterdam. That's where it all started, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
man. No, Rotterdam, where's a lot of things started, and that's why I'm really proud to be there.
Yeah, and Delft is the capital.
Well, Delft, yes.
Yeah,
Delft is
Nubian,
a little bit more.
DJ Nubian lives in Delft.
But you know those teacups with the white and the blue thing, the Delft China stuff. That's from here. That shit is like from here.
And Vermeer, the artist, Vermeer, the girl with the pearl.
Oh right, was it a girl though? Wasn't it a geezer though?
He's a guy.
It was a guy, innit? That was cross-dressed as a girl. Yeah, because in that picture with the pearl ring, it was actually a bloke, wasn't it?
This is his heart. It's not his wife, I think.
No, but wasn't there a movie? Didn't Eddie Med? No, but wasn't it Eddie Medway? Oh, I can't say his name.
Vermeer. Eddie
Medway, the actor, Ed Redmayne. You know the actor, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he play the girl in the earring?
With the pearl. No.
The girl with the pearl earring?
Yeah, I believe so.
But wasn't the girl in the picture a guy?
No.
Oh.
No, you've used with Mona Lisa.
Oh, they reckon that Mosolina was self-portrait, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was. I believe it's. I don't know for sure.
That's
but
what they believe, isn't it? You don't believe that?
Ask AI. Okay, on your phone, just push the button. Ask AI. Yeah, it's a tool on your phone. If you don't know, you ask your phone.
What AI?
AI.
IE.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So,
artificial
God,
intelligence.
yeah, because in Dutch, it all swaps around.
Oh, this is going to be the longest podcast you have, I believe.
I don't know. So we're getting there, what are we?
I need to go to the...
No, we're all right. We're going an hour 14. No, Egress.
Oh, yeah.
Egress was still like 2.5 hours. I don't know how though. We were just...
Yeah, but he talks a lot.
We were
just
talking
like me.
so much.
And he's American. And
Spanish-American, yeah. So he had the chitter-chatter, but look.
Can I ever go to a break? I need to go.
No, it's fine. Well, no, let's end it there. Let's end it there. Should we end it there? Yeah. Do you want to end it? Do you want to end it there?
No, I don't want to end it.
All right, we're going to have a quick pause. We're going to have a quick pause. Okay. Oh, am I going to... There we go. And we're back.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to talk about the music then.
The releases? Yeah.
We've had somewhat of a longer break than expected. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, to start a little bit over again, we started making music, Mike Mapper and me.
Yeah.
We got our first release on Breakfast Audio. And later that year, the first release on Demand Records. It's, unfortunately, it's not there anymore. Okay. But big up Carlos for all the effort and energy and trust in us. Flash Forward came out, and Loxy picked it up, and also Doc Scott was playing it, and it was becoming a tune that got international recognizable. How do you call it? It came big out. It got big attention, recognizing. And from there, everything goes more up and up. And the last release that we had was on Flex. No, not Flex Out. Well, yes, Flex Out, I believe.
Yeah, on Flex Out.
Yeah. But sometimes do you know what it is? Also with sending out tunes and labels, they're sometimes a bit disappointing. You know, you get disappointed. Some labels pay you, some labels don't. This is also a little bit vague. You know, and I'm not the type of guy to negotiate, because, like I said, I do it for the music.
Well, what do you find frustrating? Like they don't get back to you, or when they do, what?
Well, I make the connections for Mind Mapper. I Mind Mapper to make the decisions that we get signed on it or not. And we have then 60-40. How you call it?
Split.
Split. Yeah. But that's how we work it. But we got, for example, also a tune on Creative Rex.
Yeah.
Big love to Pulse and Madcap, by the way. There's nothing to blame them. Maybe a little bit, but to be honest, not that more.
It's all your fault, Madcap. You had it
but that tune,
Elliot,
that tune, Up in Smoke, needed more attention. And I know a story about it. Is that LTA Bookham wanted that tune as well for Good Looking, and there was a little bit argument about a little bit frustration.
So wait, so for people that don't know, just give us some context here. There's a track called Up in Smoke.
Yes, Up in Smoke on Creative Rex.
It's a book of
yes.
You and Mind Mapper made it.
And Madcap.
And Madcap.
Yeah,
right.
He did the beats.
Right.
So, but that's for example a tune that needs more attention, and you see that that whole social media thing it costs a lot of money, and sometimes I forget. Yeah, you can't expect from everyone that shared your stuff. Sometimes you have to put money into it as well. But also that hold me back for some strange reason, you know, because I don't know. That was also one of the reasons that I joined agencies in the past. But also agencies are not the best you can have.
Okay.
Except ADJ. ADJ is one of my best agents I have. ADJ, one love to you. But because of her, she puts me on a lot of events, and yeah, she gave me the trust as well.
And likewise for me.
And also because of her.
Adi.
Yeah, Adi. Adi.
Boombaye. Adi. Boombaye. Anyway,
also lost from Cheeky Monday, where I played in the past on a regular basis, but I'm not playing that much anymore because it's on a Monday, and on Tuesday I have a long working day, so I can't make it make a day off, because then I have schedules with my son's schedules and stuff like that. So it is hard to make free for. Anyway, so that's one. The shout out last Cheeky Monday crew.
Always.
Yes, always. And I hope that for now I believe I play once a year at the event in my holiday. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
But you were talking about what other releases you've done, because you've done quite a few now.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, so what happened with Up in Smoke?
Up in Smoke, that was the story, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Up in Smoke is out on Creative Rec, so I was very excited about it. It was after Flash Forward, and after that we're putting more tunes out on Focus recordings and Citrus recordings. On Criminal Records, that was a jungle tune that I played at a Footstep. A big up Footstep for the invite, Joe. It was dope. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
We'll
and I hope I can return. There was a jungle tune that we not get paid off and stuff like that. And for this pitch recordings, this Convection. Convection was quite a tune. That was I'm very proud of that tune, but that was also almost the ending of the friendship between me and Mind Mapper, because we argue about it a lot of that tune, because he is very critical and he said those beats are not clean enough, and that's what you get if you work with old school breaks, right? Yeah, they're not clean. They're not like a MIDI beat or something, or a beat from now. So it was a pain in the ass to create those beats in that clean way he did. It's also it was also the tune we quite, how do you say it? It was almost not a release at all.
Right, it almost didn't happen.
It did happen because he was not sure about it. But at the end of that, we sent it out to NTC1 and Dispatch Recordings, and
they went for it.
Yeah, and he said that's going to be the title of the EP. So that was a cool release. And after that, I did also a little collab with Frequency, Rebels on Flex Out, also good. And the tune on Citrus Recordings was quite a big tune. It was the Fugitive. It's a very Teggy roller. Great tune, very proud on it. Yeah, and the Lost on Demand Records.
And these are all with Mind Mapper?
All with Mind Mapper.
So where did Booking come in then on Up in Smoke? Sorry.
Yeah, Up in Smoke. Yeah, he was very interested in the tune, right. But at the end of the day, just Creative Recs put it out. Right, but the disappointing thing is, to end that story, the disappointing thing about that was that it's not having that attention that it needed. And maybe it's also on my own to blame myself, because I did nothing to share or whatever. But also from the label office, normally they spread it out very wide. That's what Dispatch also did with the tunes we bringing out there, flex out a little bit. But
you feel like the promotion could have been better, maybe.
The promotion is going to be better. So
I'm sure they had I'm sure
I think that 70% of the people know that tune. And it is absolutely. Bookham is playing that tune in his every set, Up in Smoke. We've got a VIP version and the normal version, but it sounds good looking. And later we got also a tune called Seven, was on blended recordings, big respect to Chris Harmonics for this one. Unfortunately also not anymore blended, stopped. LTE Bookham was like, that tune is also so very wicked. So I feel very honored to that someone plays that tune, those tunes. Yeah, that's a good thing about it. But it's also for the same that you played our tunes and Madcap and Loxy and stuff. This is inspiration.
I did play some of my Mapper tunes.
Yeah.
Remember you sent me the tracks?
But now, in the time now, my son is now 9 years old. His name is Maceo J.
And is he showing any signs of musicianship, or?
He's following saxophone lessons.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
nice.
He's named after Maceo Parker, so that's maybe.
Of course.
Yeah, that's very funny. I'm named after Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. I'm created on his music. There's a little bit too much information. I told my mother
I'm sure that's fine.
But yeah, everything I think about my own name, I think about the Push. Superfly. And well, since I'm becoming that, I'm not playing that much anymore. Only at Blackout on a regular basis, 2 or sometimes 3 times a year.
So have you never thought starting your own label?
No, that's because I don't know how.
All right.
I think it's I don't know what I think about it. I never give it a thought. I'm just reporting of labels.
Right.
And I like to support labels because my vision, I'm a DJ. I want to play other people's music to create new ones. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like you've got such great taste and you've got such eclectic taste. I always sort of think, do like compilations, or you could curate compilations. In the same way you curate a set, you could just like pick.
Yeah. Or I do my own mix series called Based.
Yeah.
I'm doing that for quite a while, and that is a cool thing because this exists in the first time I went to Sun and Bass. I played at Sun and Bass. It was a one big dream come true.
Yeah,
Sun and Bass was absolutely amazing. Never forget that one. And be on the poster with Goldie, Bookham, everyone. I was like, what the, you know what I mean? And even Nubian told me that. So you are seriously becoming a star, man. You're bigger than me. It's very proud, like a proud dad.
Proud dad, yeah.
I don't have a dad in my life, so I see him like a proud dad. Cool. He was always criticizing my mixtapes. And now I'm playing at Sun and Bass, at an official Sun and Bass night, the Ambra night.
Yeah, Ambra night, yeah.
So after that, I was starting to think about making own mixes, because in the past I hired my own radio shows and a jungle train as well, called Ishiriyu, and Royal Wall with a frequency together back in the day.
Sorry, who? Who did you say?
Royal and Wall.
Right, okay.
That was the team name of Frequency and myself.
Right, okay.
And we did radio shows on Jungle Train as well. Okay. For a long time, 8 years I think. Where was I? I lost it.
I'm talking about Jungle Train, I'm talking about...
Yeah. You're eating nuts?
I'm eating nuts.
Yes.
I know.
Oh.
You're talking about your Frequency collaboration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
collaboration, yes.
Royal
Thank you. Yeah, good at it, man. Yeah, you keep me on track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my job.
You use my pitch. Thank you. Yes, I did a collab with Frequency on Flex Out, and Fantix did a remix on Flash Forward. Right. It's also a cool track. Love to play this. Thank you, Fantix, for this remix. And Edit for Absolution. So also big up to Edit. Also, I did some quiet tunes, but now it's a little bit not much anymore.
Yeah, because you haven't.
I've got a different life. I've got now. Finally, I've got now a part-time job, so I can combine and do things again. Finally, so I can make more time for friends and for productions. And because I'm very isolated since the COVID situation, so I don't see much people. I don't see my mom for years, and I see Frequency maybe one or two times a year. My sister as well.
You see them now though?
Yeah, sometimes I see them. A mind mapper, but it's also difficult because he's got busy with his job, and he's working for television. He's mixing, he's engineering. So
yeah, he's making big money.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss the times with my mapper, and it will come, and we are busy with some tunes that are very rolling. But yeah, for me, I heard them for 10,000 times, so for me, it's sounding a little bit old and outdated, maybe. Yeah, who knows what the future
Maybe
brings?
let him finish them.
And I keep doing my bass sessions, and hopefully I get more invited, like crews like Unlocked, Rotterdam, absolutely a dope crew to keep an eye out. Unlocked. Definitely Unlocked.
Yeah, shout out Dimitri.
Yeah, Blaze, man. He's doing such a great job.
Excellent job.
Yeah, excellent. Also, a little bit the same vibe as issue 1. Vibe-wise, it's a little bit different because there are more poppy people.
Like they're a bit more, I feel like they're a bit more.
It's more glossy sometimes.
I feel like IG1 was definitely pushing for
something different.
The difference,
the experimental. It was a combination of.
Not taking anything away from Unlocked, but I feel like IG1 was more groundbreaking and pioneering for its time. Yeah.
Well said, Chris. Well said.
Yeah. But shout out Dimitri. Excellent job you done, mate. Brilliant job.
Big up. Yeah. So that's 30 years. Silvahfonk. And
And like I said, you don't think maybe a label or?
Well, I can always think about it.
I think that might be.
I'm 47. I'm not too old.
I think that might be something you might want to.
But yeah,
it sounds like you're getting all the tunes. I'm sure you could just do like Rennie de Rice. He does like single track releases. You know what I mean? You know, pick one track.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of paperwork that I don't understand. Just like organizing events, I did that. There was so much things that I have think about it. That
That's why you got people like me. It's fun.
Yeah. I'm always be shy. Do you know what it is?
Just sign it.
No, that's why everybody hates Chris.
That's why everyone hates Chris, yeah.
Now I understand the title, man. Chill.
Oh my God. You bastard. All right, well, that's a first.
Yeah, and hopefully we can start making tunes.
Definitely, mate. I'm 15 minutes down the road, like.
And I'm still going play.
Sorry, my map. I'm not stealing your boyfriend. I'm just, you know what I mean. He just wants to see other people for a while. Right?
Yes.
As do you. It's all good.
And big up to Reggie, my driver, also an old head. You know Reggie?
No.
Reggie.
Also an old head. No. What, you mean like me?
No, like us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people like us. Heads. I call them heads. I don't know what.
Heads, yeah. Legacy artists. Yeah. All right. Well, we done?
I think that we are quite done. Thank you very much.
Mate, that was brilliant. That was such a good time. It's really good.
Hopefully people understand. Otherwise, you have to subtitle it or something.
Well, it does. YouTube will automatically subtitle it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Different languages. That might be interesting. Let's see what happens. But anyway, love to you all. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All the best.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, sorry about this. The light was here this whole time, but it's got darker, so now it's sort of a bit like mysterious. Ooh. Anyway.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.
Love you, son. Bye.